Welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Wednesday, 29th November 2017. I'm Fredicia Liebert. The Ministry of Social Development's Single Parent Support Group hosted its annual parenting seminar with the theme Responsible Parenting 101 earlier today at the Red Cross building in Charlestown. The participants were engaged in a number of topics of discussion by various facilitators, including diet and the family for healthy living with nutritionist Vernice Watley Blackett, reading and your child when should reading begin with education officer Teres Dorr, and staying fit in the age of technology with fitness trainer David Walwyn. Deputy Director of the Social Services Department, Joyce Movin, gave words of encouragement to the participants of the seminar and members of the Single Parent Support Group.
As a support group, I am sure many single parents have found solace knowing that there are others with similar situations and can share best practices so that they can all benefit. The life balance of being a single parent teeter-totters between their children's happiness and their own. I've heard many parents say, as long as my children are happy, then I am happy. That is not entirely true. In order for children to be happy, parents must first be happy. Happy parents equal happy households.
A staff appreciation dinner for the Nevis Public Library Services was held on Saturday, 25th November at Yatsman Grill. Present at the dinner was Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education and Library Services, Kevin Barrett, who outlined the significance of the library.
I stand here this evening feeling very proud of our public library service. And I say that because of the invaluable service that you have been giving to our community. I dare say that I was introduced to the library very, very long ago as a little boy, and I had lots of experiences, especially with a lady by the name of Miss Huggins. And I remember going to the library on Saturdays and having classes with her, and those classes stuck with me. And I am sure that a lot of us could say that the public library service has contributed to what we are and where we are today. And so I say thank you.
Premier of Nevis and Minister with Responsibility for Education and Library Services, the Honourable Vance Amory, says the library service is critical to one's development. Premier Amory, in delivering brief remarks at the dinner, outlined that libraries have an enduring role to play in the development of human civilization.
The beauty of human beings is that we are created to socialize. We are created to share with one another. We are created to share experiences. And the provision of a library service, the management of the books and the educational materials which the library provides and for which you have been providing a curator service is critical to providing that avenue for people to develop certain skills.
He then commended the various libraries on the island for their invaluable role in the community.
You as the employees in the Nevis Public Library Services are essential to the ongoing development of that service. And I want to congratulate you, I want to thank you for the work you do. And I think Ms. Paris and the chairperson may alluded to the fact that your work may not be fully appreciated by the general public. It may be you'll have to engage in more PR work, more radio programs. You'll have to get involved with or get people to understand exactly what you do. You'll have to invite people more to come to where you are and show them that you have a role, you're playing a role which is vital to ongoing development of our people.
The dinner brought down the curtains on the recently concluded Library Week, which ran from November 5th through to November 11th, 2017. The week of activities, which included a church service and registration drive, among other things, had as its theme from subscription-free, Your Public Library Transforming the Community. Also in attendance were Coordinator of School Library Services, Londa Brown, who served as the chairperson for the evening's event, Chief Librarian Anastasia Paris, who delivered welcome remarks, and library staff Glenda Claxton, who delivered the vote of thanks. Still to come, Charlestown Christmas tree lighting ceremony held. The details when we return.
My name is Greg Phillip. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the Nevis Tourism Authority. Nevis Mango and Food Festival has been around for 4 years, and in our view, it is one of the most unique festivals anywhere, mainly because of what it does. You see, it celebrates the mango. We have over 40 different varieties of mangoes on Nevis, plus a very, very rich and good culinary scene, and we've put those two things together. So once you dine at this Nevis Mango and Food Festival, believe me, you're dining on food that has never been created before, because every single chef that cook at this festival have one excellent challenge. The challenge is everything you cook, every course of every meal must include mangoes from Nevis.
Welcome back. 5 deserving Christian organizations in St. Kitts were awarded for their sterling contribution to their respective communities during the inaugural Outstanding Community Service Awards held at Government House on Thursday, November 23rd, under the distinguished patronage of His Excellency, the Governor-General, Sir S.W. Tapley Seaton. Awards were presented to the Apostolic Faith Mission, Sanitation Workers Appreciation Ministry, Salvation Army St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Christopher Outreach Center, which is a joint venture between the St. Kitts Christian Council and the business community, Pathfinder Club, Seventh-day Adventist Church, and Dominion Radio Calvary Baptist Tabernacle. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Ecclesiastical Affairs, Ron Dublin Collins, encouraged all to continue the work that is before us and to work with us as we seek to strengthen the hand of the church and empower the church to make a difference in our communities. Senior Minister and Minister with Responsibility for Ecclesiastical Affairs, the Honorable Vance Amory, said that the government, through his ministry, deemed it necessary to engage in such an important awards ceremony to celebrate the work of the church. Minister Amory further added that when Christian organizations serve the communities and reach the vulnerable, the poor, the troubled, the lost, and the broken, our families will be saved. He said that through these acts, communities will be strengthened and the nation would heal.
Raise your mercy towards me, and I want to say thank you, Lord, thank you. Blessed in the city, blessed in the field, and it's your favor that shines to me. Your presence it comforts me, and I want to say thank you, Lord, thank you. Standing here with a grateful heart, but for all that you've done and for all that you are, I'm here today only because of your grace, and I want to say thank you, Lord, thank you.
That was Anika Ali, one of the performers at last evening's event, the annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony in Charlestown. The ceremony was held in the heart of Charlestown, where numerous persons attended. The evening's theme, Light the Night, Grateful Hearts saw numerous persons in the Nevis community giving thanks in song, dance, and poem renditions. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Vance Emery, was also present at the evening's event and delivered brief remarks.
And it is because we are commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, the Son of God, who came to bring us love, peace, and joy, as was proclaimed by the archangels on that day or that night in Bethlehem. And so tonight, we are here to carry on that tradition which over the years has brought us so much merriment, so much joy, so much love as we share one with the other.
The patron for the event was Mrs. Myrtle Howell. Minister Emery spoke briefly about Howell's contribution to society.
I must make mention of our patron, Mrs. Shirley Howell. Very unassuming lady. I almost said young lady because she looks so well. But a very unassuming lady, very calm, very peaceful, and one who has given so much for the development of the Nevis community generally, but specifically for the Charlestown community. A stalwart of the St. Paul's Anglican Church and a very reliable business person who has served so many of our children here in the Stony Grove area, the Charlestown Secondary School. And Mrs. Howell, I wish to thank you for your years of service. And I wish to say to you how very happy and grateful we are that you accepted our invitation to be the patron for this Christmas tree lighting ceremony this evening. And may you continue to have many years of happiness and good health and continue to serve the Nevis community for as many years as God would allow.
Premier Emery presented Howell with a token of appreciation, and she was then led into the crowd where she was able to flick the switch to officially light the night. The month of December is an important part of the calendar of activities for the Department of Community Development in the Ministry of Social Development, or Nevis, as it endeavors to keep the spirit of Christmas alive. There were a number of officials at the annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony, including the area representative for St. Paul's, the Honorable Roberto Hector. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.